Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Christina, for those of you who are new here. And if you are oldie but a goodie, welcome back. If you're a new viewer, please make sure you subscribe before you leave. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to my platform and thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Okay, so as you guys could tell by the title and the thumbnail, today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. This just launched like a couple days ago. So I'm just going to read some information for you guys as I usually do. And I also have some information across the screen as well. So this retails on Sephora's website for $29. And Sephora is currently doing a 20% off their foundation. So if you want to try this out, make sure you get that before that promotion ends. I believe it ends on the 20th and today's the 17th of September. So if you want to try it out, if you want to get this or any foundation, just make sure you jump on that so you can save 20% off. On Sephora's website, there are a total of 20 different shades. The shade that I picked up is Tan 5, Deep 1, I believe. The one that's a little darker than this one was way too dark for me, so I went with Tan 5. In Sephora, it looked literally spot on, but from experience, sometimes, you know, lighting in Sephora can be a little off. When you go outside, it can look a little bit different, but that's okay. Even if it's off, I don't think it's going to be too bad, hopefully. It says that it's a skin tint that hydrates with light medium buildable coverage and a naturally radiant finish. It has hyaluronic acid, which is supposed to like plump the skin, niacinamide, and willow bark extract to visibly smooth, brighten, and reduce the look of irritation. It's free of parabens, formaldehydes. It says it's vegan and cruelty free. It says 100% reported application lasted up to 12 hours. Let me be frank. I'm not going to wear this for a long time. It's a tinted moisturizer. I don't expect it to last the entire day. I don't hold skin tints the same standard as I do a foundation. And skin tints or tinted moisturizers, for me, I don't wear them on a day that I want my coverage to last the entire day. Like, I really don't. So this is not something that I would wear on a day that I have somewhere to go or something to do where I need longevity. I'm not going to do that. I'll wear this on a day that I don't really have much to do. I want to just look put together. Go into like a quick function, maybe like a brunch, or like I'm going to have breakfast or something, and I know I'm only going to be out for maybe like 2-3 hours. And then that's when I will go for like, you know, something this light. On the box, it did say that it's a 12-hour breathable wear. And as I just mentioned, I'm not going to wear it for 12 hours. It says to apply with a damp beauty blender, layer in as desired. I'm not going to use a beauty blender because I typically do not like to use beauty blenders to apply tinted moisturizers, because from previous experience, that never goes too well for me, you know. It always end up like absorbing all of the product, because a lot of times they're very liquidy anyways, and it just never goes too well for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it with a brush, because that's usually what I do. Oh my gosh, this thing won't come off. Where's my husband when I need his muscles? He's at work. So this is what the bottle looked like. It's a frosted bottle. It's really pretty. Okay. We're going to shake it up because it says to shake really well. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro foundation brush number 57. Shake it up really well. So the applicator is like a squeeze. What do you call this? Like a droplet? Like a dropper. So I guess you could drop it directly on your face, or you could drop it on the brush or the sponge if you're using one. I think I'm gonna drop it on my hand because most of the time that's what I do. So I'm gonna go with like maybe 3 drops for now. Okay, so it doesn't have a scent, which is good, and that's what the drop looks like. So it's liquidy, but it's not too liquidy. I think because this could actually maybe work with the beauty blender. Oh well, we'll see. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start on this side. Okay, so it looks a little ashy. The undertone looks gray. On my hand, it doesn't look gray, but it looks gray on my face, but we're gonna keep going. That's so weird. Okay, hold on. It doesn't have a scent when I pump it out, but as I'm applying it to my face, it actually has a scent. It has like a slight fragrance to it. I swear it looks gray. Like it has a gray undertone. Yeah, it kind of smells like maybe like a powder that an old person would use. I don't know. It's kind of smell like old lady perfume to me. But it's not like super strong, but it's definitely giving old lady perfume vibes, you know? So the coverage is indeed light. I am not loving the undertone. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking a little grayish. And I don't appreciate that. It's definitely radiant. That was 3 drops. And I'm assuming if this was the sponge, I probably wouldn't even get the coverage that I have right now. It literally looks like I have nothing on my skin, except it kind of looks like I have SPF on. You know how when you wear SPF, you have that shininess, and on top of the shininess, it gives you like that grayish, most SPF, not all of them, they give you like that grayish cast. That's how my skin is looking in person. So yeah, I don't really like that too much. So I'm gonna use 3 pumps on the other side. Hopefully once I do my entire face, it won't look as gray, because right now it's definitely giving gray, and I don't like that. It's super light, like lightweight coverage. So it's definitely dewy, radiant. I'm not really feeling the undertone. You know what? Let me go ahead and just finish my makeup and then we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna use for concealer the One Size concealer in Dark N1. I love this concealer so much, like so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm also gonna use the One Size translucent setting powder, and I'm gonna set my face because girl, she is too shiny. No, and I'm already an oily girl. No, I like dewy foundations to a certain extent, not super dewy. I don't always go for the matte because I could just set my face. But this one is just really radiant. Like, really, really radiant. Gotta set the T-zone. Especially that nose, eyebrows, chin, and around the mouth. Yeah. The rest of the face could be glowy, but the areas that I set, it's a hard no for me. See, I just go in with some powder and I just let it, you know, sit there. And then I just dust off what's on the powder and just dust off what's on the brush rather, and just sweep that away with the brush. And then I'll go in with a bigger brush, as you'll see. I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Pro Featherweight Powder Brush number 91 and just dust everything away. For bronzer, I'm going to use this Sephora Powder Pro number 59 brush with my matte bronzer from NYX in number, what's this, Deep Tan. And just bronze up my face because, girl, If you guys don't know, I love bronzer. So I tend to go overboard sometimes. Especially like right now where when my face is looking like super just flat. When I apply bronzer, I'm not like very careful to where I put it. I just want to bring warmth to my face, so you know, I'm not too precise with it, you know. I'm gonna take my actual blush. This one is from Dior. I don't know what this is called, the color or anything. I got it in gratis and I really like it. It says 849. This is what the color looks like. It's very soft, very soft blush. And I'm gonna take this Sephora Airbrush Pro number 55 brush. I love this blush because like you can't like go overboard with it because it's so muted. No matter how heavy-handed you are, I promise you, you are not gonna be looking crazy. And I do go very high with my blush. I just do. I don't know. And I like to go back with the same brush and just kind of with the brush that I used the setting powder and whatever product is left, I just do this. There's always leftover product on your brush. Just saying. Lips, I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever lip liner in a Limitless Brown and my Fenty, what's this, Gloss Bomb in Honey Waffles. And this are called Cherry Lips. If you know, then you know. Now that I have the full face, it looks like, as you can tell, like from my neck and everything, I don't look so gray, I don't think, anymore. It looks nice now. Like now that everything is on, it looks really nice. My skin looks super flawless. My skin looks really nice. It doesn't look cakey. It kind of looked like, now that everything is on, like I have it on maybe like light to medium ish, you know. If you have a lot of dark spots, hyperpigmentation, acne, you might have to use way more, or going with like a concealer to spot conceal and stuff, because I can still see like down here where I have some spots, just like a few spots down here, like here and here. I can still see them peeking through. Apart from that, it looks really nice. So it's currently 9 a.m. I am not going to wear this foundation for not even close to 12 hours. I don't think I'm gonna do a check-in just because I'm not gonna go for super long. I'm gonna try to wear it for a minimum of 3 hours, possibly 4, just to have a good idea of how it holds up. It did claim to last for 12 hours. So 4 hours in, I'm gonna need you to be holding up. You don't need to be doing no fading, no separating, none of that stuff, because you claim to last for 12 hours. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go about my day, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the video, and I'll just give you guys my overall thoughts on the foundation. Not the foundation, on the product. Okay guys, so it's been about 4 hours since I applied this skin tint, and looking pretty dewy, but it is a radiant skin tint, so I wasn't expecting to look matte. And on top of it, I have oily combination skin. I'm oily in the T-zone, but you guys saw earlier I did set my face and it was looking rather matte, but again, I have oilier skin, so that is to be expected. As far as how the skin tint is looking, as far as the color is concerned, it looks a lot better ever since I completed my entire face. But as you guys saw previously, or as I mentioned previously, I don't know if it came off on camera, it literally looked very gray. Like it looked like sunscreen, that gray cast that you get from sunscreen. That's exactly what my skin looked like. Again, once I completed my entire face, it no longer looked like that, because looking at myself, even in person, it looks really good. I'm not even gonna lie. It looked pretty good in person. My skin looks really good. I don't have like any separation, any creasing, none of that stuff. My only complaint is the undertone. It's a grayish undertone. Even though it's not supposed to be a grayish undertone, it still looks great on me on its own. So this is not something that I can just throw on. Like I have other tinted moisturizers that I could just put on and not have to think twice about it, because it literally looks like my skin, and I don't have to feel like I need to put something over to get rid of the weird undertone that it has compared to this one. So that's like the biggest con for me, is the grayish undertone. This is too radiant for me to use in the summer months. I would have to use this more so in the winter months, or if I'm using it in the summer, it'd have to be like in the evening, or on a cooler day, or on a very short day. Like if I'm doing like a quick run, and I just want to look put together, and I'm going to be gone for maybe like an hour or 2. Or like say if I'm going to go get my nails done and I'm literally going to be gone for like 2 hours, then I don't have a problem throwing this on. But again, I have to pull on my bronzer and everything else. Like this is not a skin tint that I could put on if I want to be very minimal and I'm like quick out the door and go. Because the undertone, it just doesn't do it for me. But on a day that I have a little bit more time and I don't mind sitting down, putting on some bronzer, some blush, a little highlighter, and just have my skin looking like nice and like, fresh face, look like you didn't do too much, but you did do something, I can work with this. But those 5-minute days, I would not reach for this, or else I'm going to be looking very ashy in the face. And don't get me wrong, it's not light. The color is not light. It's just the undertone is very off. The color looks nice. The undertone, it does not look good. And this is the thing I was talking about. Inside of Sephora, I didn't see that ashy grayish undertone situation. It looked spot on inside of Sephora. But now I'm literally sitting in front of my window. Even when I turned off my ring light and I looked in natural light in front of the window, before I did all that extra stuff, you could still see that my face looked a little gray. and I did not like that. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, just because I just feel like I have way too many complexion products that I don't have to feel the way I feel, you know, like it's I don't want to have to put something on and just feel like I have to do extra steps even if I don't want to, just because it's gonna make my skin tone looks very funny, you know. If the tone was okay, like the undertone, this would be like perfect for me. But that's not to say that you're gonna run into the same problems that I ran into. I'm just pointing it out, just in case. You guys might try it out and it's perfect for you, undertone and everything. But for my skin, that was the biggest con, and it's actually a turn off for me. Apart from that, I have nothing else negative to say. Everything else is A1. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Please give me a thumbs up or 2. If you did, make sure you leave me comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay? Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in my next video.